Hey, y'all, you know how over the course of the first half of the first year of Trump's second term, anytime a new historically terrible thing happened, you thought to yourself, well, at least we're not at war in the Middle East again. Yeah, well, guess what, hippies? Somebody used a Ouija board to get a new war anthem out of Toby Keith's Ghost, because it's freedom spreading time, baby. We just bombed Iran. That's right. I don't think any of us were super surprised. Pants poop terrified, maybe, but not surprised. You know, we'd all been kind of hoping that maybe that whole funding a genocide over there thing would be enough of a methadone Band-Aid to keep our war addict of a government from fully relapsing. But alas, it just wasn't enough. I mean, after all, America's Army turned 250 this year, and what better gift is there for the old girl than World War III? Just in time for the 4th of July, too. You know, in a way, mushroom clouds are the biggest fireworks of all. Some would say that I'm overreacting here. They'd say, look, this is America. We do this all the time. Our presidents bomb brown countries. It's one of their favorite things to do. That, jerking off bankers, and spoiling Israel like a rich teenager after a divorce. And to that I say, okay, sure. But all those other times, there was at least some semblance of competent military leadership involved. Like right now, there's already been reports that Pete Hegseth, you know, the Secretary of Defense, is such a known screw-up that he might have been kept out of the loop on this operation. Yeah, I heard they tried to keep him out, but old Hegsy busted up in the Situation Room double-fisting fireballs like, did somebody say getting bombed? Oh, you guys meant actual bombs. No, that's cool too. I'm into that. That's fine. Let me just text the boys real quick. Like, the prospect of World War III would be terrifying no matter who was in charge, but with this regime at the helm, it makes a man want to start digging a hole in his yard and stockpiling canned meat. You know what I'm saying? But again, they say, it won't come to all that. We're not even at war with Iran. We're at war with their nuclear weapons program. The thing is, U.S. intelligence has repeatedly affirmed they do not have a nuclear weapons program, to which Trump responded, well, intelligence is wrong, which could be the title of his memoir/coloring book. And now here we all are. They're really doing it. They're really running with the weapons of mass destruction approach again. Yeah, well, to borrow the words of the man himself, fool me can't get fooled again. All right, like, we ain't buying that, okay? Like, nobody in the majority of America's people on both sides have no interest in this war. And unlike 2003, there's not the still fresh wound of a national tragedy fueling irrational bloodlust. No. Americans in 2025's irrational bloodlust is fueled by memes. Thank you very much. But either way, I just don't see the public support for this war, even from chunks of MAGA. Like, this is such an insane idea that Tucker Carlson and Bernie Sanders are in complete agreement on it. Nearly everyone in this country hates this and thinks it's terrible, which is exactly how you know what Trump's response will be. Double down and make it worse, which could be the subtitle of his memoir/coloring book. But either way, we all know that public support doesn't matter anymore, and the will of the people is irrelevant, and this de facto dictatorship of ours seems hell-bent on speed-running Armageddon for dummies. But other than that, how's everybody's summer going? Going good? No, YouTube, it really does feel like we have to be hyper vigilant these days. You never know when a new bad thing is going to come up, even in your personal life. The other day, I got a phone call from a complete stranger who was reaming me out because they don't like the things I say on the internet. I was like, how'd they even get my phone number? My wife said they probably just Googled it. I was like, you can't do that. She said, give it a shot. So I went and Googled my name and contact info, and I couldn't believe what popped up. Email, regular address, phone number. It was shocking, but then I thought about it, and it kind of makes sense. I mean, we all know we get these scam phone calls all day, spam in your email. It's like, how do they have our contact info? It's because there are these companies called data brokers that sell your data, and they don't need your consent to do so either. They make billions selling your data to whoever wants it, and they are legally required to remove your info from their list if you ask them to, but they make that process very confusing and hard to do on purpose, right? And that's why I recommend my sponsor today, Aura, to anyone who cares about the security of their identity. Aura takes care of the hard part. They automatically remove your info from these lists, and they keep it off. You can use Aura to see how many of these brokers are peddling your data out there. You can then very simply tell Aura to remove your info from all these lists, and I don't care how bad you are at computer stuff, Aura makes it easy. This isn't all Aura does. They are all-in-one digital security. You can use it to keep up with your credit. You get fraud alerts on your credit and banking. They have 24/7 monitoring. You get an alert anytime your personal info pops up on the dark web. They got a secure VPN, antivirus software, password manager, everything Aura offers based in the U.S. support, which is available around the clock in case something does go wrong, and God forbid if something does happen. Aura also includes $5 million in identity theft insurance protection. So they got you covered every which way. I think we can all agree it's infuriating these companies are even allowed to do this stuff, and that's why I chose Aura to help me push back, and you should too. So if you click the link in the description below, you can see it on the screen here. You can try Aura today for 14 days free, 2 weeks completely free. And in that 2 weeks, you will find out where your data is being exposed and sold. You can bet on it. I'm not leaving myself vulnerable anymore, and you shouldn't either. Check out Aura today. All right, YouTube, and we're back. Yeah, I don't know how stupid they think people are. Nothing they're saying about this makes any sense. A lot of it's coming from my old good buddy Jim Dave. J.D. Vance, Vice President Pill Baby Cushion Porker himself, he was the one who said, you know, we're not at war with Iran, we're with their nuclear weapons program. He also said, he was like, this isn't even an act of war. It's just a little tactical military exploding. That's all this is. I don't know why you would call it war. It's just a very, very lethal and profound military strike on a sovereign nation. Okay, it's not an act of war. It's us doing a thing that's good. It's not the same thing. Now, of course, obviously it goes without saying, any kind of tactical military exploding that was done to America would immediately be seen as an act of war, and rightfully so. But this difference. It's different because when we do it, it's good. It's a good thing. That's in the Bible. You should read the Bible. If you didn't know that, you should check the Bible. But yeah, like they know the justifications don't make any sense, and they don't give a shit. The nuclear part, they were like, intelligence has been saying Iran is not making a nuclear weapon for 20-something years. And the U.S.'s response was like, you know, more than 20 years ago, they were like, hey, you start making a nuclear weapon, we're going to bomb the shit out of you. And they were like, oh, okay, well, all right, well, then we won't then. 20 years later, like, you making a nuclear weapon? Nope, we're still not. It's like, look, bomb the shit out of them. And I don't like their attitude. Right? It's like, what bombed if you do, bombed if you don't. Like, where does that leave Iran? What are their options here? What choices do they have? It's like, you know, it's like if you were getting bullied in middle school, and your bully came over to you and he's like, hey, I heard you were going to learn karate. Defend yourself, all right? You learn karate, I'm going to beat your ass. You're like, okay. A couple days later, he comes up, he's like, you learned karate? Nope, still no. He's like, I asked around. They said you're not learning karate either. And he just bitch slaps the hell out of him. He's like, I mean, don't you even think about learning karate. I'll whip your ass even worse if you learn karate. You're going to be thinking to yourself like, man, I'm kind of thinking I should learn karate. It's just in this case, karate is like, you know, nuclear ICBMs and stuff. But I just don't know. I don't know what they're trying to incentivize here. I don't know that they even care. And it doesn't matter. They just saw Israel having all the fun and had to finally dive into it with them. Also, by the way, Israel, what the, do you not have enough on your plate, guys? It seemed to me that you guys were pretty busy lately, like pretty full, you know, murder schedule you already had going. I don't know how they find the time in the day to keep bombing and murdering different types of civilians and people in sovereign nations around. I thought, like, at a certain point, you got to be kind of maxed out on your murder capacity, don't you? I mean, I guess maybe not when you have our backing, the backing of America's military, but still, it's like, don't you guys think you should maybe just finish one thing? Actually, don't. Never mind. Don't listen to that. I don't want y'all to finish shit. I'm just saying, like, Israel needs to chill the fuck out. I know that's I'm going out on a limb there. I know that's a controversial stance for a lot of people to take, but I, for one, think that Israel's a little bit out of control, and I don't appreciate it. All right, they need to fucking chill. And now they've roped us into their shit with them, and I'm not blaming them. This is our own lunatic commander-in-chief's fault. But either way, I'm not feeling good about it. It's not looking good, but I'm gonna keep hollering into the void for as long as I can, I reckon. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna put these things up here. If you want a nice distraction, watch my special here, Trash Daddy. Even if you watch it again. It's funny. It's fun. It's a good time. You can subscribe to the channel, get all these videos and other videos I do, like cooking videos every now and then, and stand-up clips and stuff like that, podcasts. And the most important one for me, the other, TraeCrowder.com. That's my website where you can find links to my tour dates. I tour as a stand-up comedian, so you check them out. If I'm coming near your city, you get on there, buy a ticket, come see me. It's a fun time. If you like these, you'll like that. It's not exactly the same, but it's a good time. It's good times, fun stuff. Either way, have a fun night out, but whatever. If you keep watching these, I'll keep making them. That's all that matters. I love you like chicken. Hang in there, everybody. See you. Bye.